I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA's Daily Review. Today is February 14, Wednesday, 2024. So we had this shakeout day, and I had a feeling that was going to be the case. We did kind of start out maybe performing a speaker here. Some people call it trumpet, whatever. But at the same time, I had an idea that we would come back into that empty space that we were talking about yesterday, possibly hitting those data highs. So watch yesterday's video so this makes sense, super game. But when you're getting a counter trend leg, now I'm not saying that I'm fully bearish still after today's presentation, but at the same time, even if you are bearish, you know, you're going to get this crack down, right? Then you're going to get, it's going to start ranging out, right? If it was going to be more bearish, I would prefer it to not take out that high that we made yesterday in CPI, after CPI was delivered, right? So, but same time, when you're getting a retracement back up, you'll get generally 3 higher highs, 2 higher lows. That third higher high is your finale, and then it starts to break down, right? So in this matter, I'm looking at the market like this, but at the same time, after we drop so much like that, you can get a very shaky day, which today's Wednesday, and then it's not news, and then tomorrow is. So, you know, you have to play it cool at the same time, and that's what I did, thank God. But looking at here, you'll see that, you know, when we came up here, that's kind of like higher high, higher low, which is very tiny in London. I'm sorry, in Asia. Then we get another high here, and then another higher low, right? Then we pop up one more time. That's another higher high. That's kind of like your third higher high, and then the higher low, or really the crack to come. But the thing is, we got that gap from yesterday I was mentioning. I had a feeling it was going to be a problem, and it definitely was today. So, but still, if you were a buyer or a seller, you had plenty of opportunities in each direction. So let's take a look here. Well, I was mentioning yesterday that we had this imbalance right here. And then we had this one up here. So what did we do? We ended up coming up and getting into that. So with this type of performance, it would have to stop from here to really come back down and be bearish if we're going to be bearish. Now, not saying that we can't. If you take a look here, the hour is probably better for this, but take a look here real quick. You'll see that, you know, once we came above here, we shifted. So yes, this is just a counter trend. If you're bearish, there's 2 options on the table, right? So you've got the shift here. So coming up, retracing back, higher low, right? See that? Another leg up, higher high. Then if it's okay, if we still need another drive, then it can still, you know, do this, right? Boom. And then from here, come back down, and, you know, let me do this again. I need to make this video short, but just, you got to follow, because it's going to help out. So let's just say this is that last drive up on this counter trend. Then, you know, we're trying to do this, right? Is what we're trying to do. So that's if it's bearish, obviously, or it, you know, happens now, like from here. Okay, so that's that option. Otherwise, you know, if we're going back bullish, then you're gonna see this. You're gonna see something like this, like where we just dropped here. We had this little ranging out. See how this ranging out? And then we started popping up, right? So, and what do you see here? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And it kind of it dwindles up, right? So that's, now I'll be honest with you. We're in the same boat as this price action here. We're in a very similar boat right here. So it's 50-50. I don't know, right? But that's the logic there. I was mentioning about going up. So also, if you take a look here, I'll try to explain the day as quickly as I can. But when we are here, I do see this patch of imbalance. This imbalance was, this one was key. And then there's that gap that's sitting there. You see how we came to it, came above it, came below it, came above it, stayed around, bounced, came up, bounced. We ended up bouncing today off of it hard. So we couldn't break through, and I'm glad I took my profit. I mean, because, you know, there comes to a point where I'm not really a swing trader. I'm an intraday swing trader. So I have to catch the swings that I get. If I'm trying to hold forever, I mean, it's going to go against me, and it's just a problem. So with that being the case, and I'll get into that later, when I was mentioning that empty space there, I was telling you about the data highs right there. Now the wick is how I performed today. So take a look here. So I'll just what do you call it? Start from here. So when I when the open comes, right? I understand that we got this liquidity here, and price shoots up at 9:30, takes off. We have this nice opening range gap now defined. We come up. What do? We sweep up here, and we get into these two candles up. These last two up candles. See these two up candles? So we pop up right into it with sweeping that high, and I pushed the button. And look at my fill. My entries are fucking been awesome lately. So if you think I'm a fraud and you think I can Photoshop this, I don't even know how to do something like that. I don't even know how someone would be able to do something like that. But the fill was beautiful. The perfection of the entry was, you just listen. You gotta push the button, right? Like when your gut tells you, yo, you're hitting. You just swept this and you hit these two blocks up and you're in this imbalance. Push it, right? Like that. That's what goes on, right? When you're trading. So this is the same idea. I get filled at a great level, obviously, but at the same time, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm looking for. Now, if you're saying that's gambling, oh my God, I can't do that. Well, here's the thing. If you try to wait, it's gone. But here's the thing. If it was to keep pushing up, right? Let's just say I get filled here, comes down, and it starts pushing up even higher. Like, then I can hit the X button, bro. I don't have to be in the trade. I don't have to be married to it. Like, I want to see it run away. Look at this movement. Does it run away or does it not run away here? It runs away, right? Just like here. Does it run away or not? Yes. Does it come up and come down and come up and then, is it the same trade? No. I want to see this shit run away. So you have no problem just because you entered a trade doesn't mean you have to be married to it. You can close the trade if it's going to go against you and wait for the next bus, because there were 10 today. There were 10 buses that came today, and you could have took 10 different trades today. All right. So anyways, just to give you an idea of, in general. So price comes down, and obviously it's coming down into the range gap. We took some liquidity, but here's the deal. Here, got to make a good decision. We see this down candles right here. This is an active short-term support. Now, of course, I wanted to get in here, but I do know it's the first 10 minutes of the day. So it is what it is. And we have this block up here, which is support. This candle right here, see this up candle right here that I'm highlighting? Well, we could possibly use this as support and then come back up. So I know these ideas. I have to take the profit, right? So, and sit back to the sideline. Then what happens? Let's go here. So after that price gets here, what does it do? Pops up here, comes back. Okay, can still come down. Pops up again. That shit's over with. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I want to see it. If it's going to be a solid sell from here, it needs to keep running. This popping up here, I'm okay with that. Coming back down and coming up here. And this is the extremity. Obviously, if it reaches here, then when this price comes down, it needs to blow through this imbalance. It needs to just come right down here. Then I'm like, okay, cool. I'm allowed this much. But if it comes up, terminate the trade. This is a shift in structure. It's over with. It's even with the best entry, it's fucking over with. I'm not trying to sell this. You get what I'm saying? So anyways, price shoots up right here. Now, when we get here, here's the beauty. When we get here, we have what? I have those. I had the last up candle, and I have that wick. So the price is either gonna do two things. It's either gonna or three things. It's gonna sell from the candle. It's with the wick. See this CPI wick right here. On the 15-minute, it's refined. On the 1 hour, it's not. So I'll refine it to a 15-minute, the wick, right? And once it taps in, once I'm up here, it's tapping that wick. We got, look at 3 drives. 1, 2, 3. See that 3? See that third one? Okay, boom. And with that, what do you see here? You see that this is a divergence of 3 drives coming down on an overbought. That's what I want to see. So with that being the case, with at that same moment it being tapping the wick. Now it's either going to tap the wick, 50% of it, or above it. And generally you have this last up candle that is embodying that open of the wick. So it's going to be maybe held as a resistance, so to speak. But really what they did is they turned around and kept it as more new liquidity. I do understand that the drives are possible. You get what I'm saying? But with this trade, I want to take it down and wipe out this liquidity. I know it's a ranging day. After a big day like that, we're going to range. It's a form of a speaker that can range out. Like in general, even when the price drops, it ranges. So it's a shakeout day, I call it. So beautiful entry, pops down, I'm in it. All right. And I've still got this gap. I still got this imbalance highlighted. My main goal was this low. First of all, it was this low. But if it's going to come down a little more, we're going to get into the opening range, hit about close to the 50%. And I want to get into that gap. Okay. Take a look. I ain't fucking around. All right. So then at this point, I'm drawing out, letting you know. Now, is it possible that it comes all the way down and makes a speaker here? So look at the highs. High, 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 high. See that? Low, low, and we're waiting for that low, right? So it's ranging out again. So, but this is too much distance. I can't fuck around. Look at this beautiful trade. This is 10 racks. Do you think I fucking care about trying to get down here? I don't fucking care, right? And it's London. Look at 1102. Look at the confluence of my trades that I show you. Can't make this shit up, bro. So, and I'm talking like this because I had a couple people, not want to follow me anymore on YouTube. I'm like, man, you know what? Go kick rocks because I'm giving super game here, right? Anyways, so I have, and look at this. Here's another example. I got this dangling carrot, right? We talked about this yesterday. Got the gap, the open, and I had that. This was really what my target was after this. All right. And then I know I'm down right here. I take it. Done. I'm oversold right here, right? Like I don't need to fuck around and find out. You get what I'm saying? Like you need to make these good decisions. Okay. So with that being the case, what happened? What did we do? Well, we bounced from here, came up. What if this thing came all the way out back here? I'd be salty as hell if I didn't take the profit, right? From that sell here, right? What does it do? Retraces back into this imbalance as a resistance, so to speak. Boom, one more drive. Cool. I could have waited for 3 drives before I got out of this trade, but I don't need to find out. I don't need to be right. I don't need to see it hit this gap. I don't need to wait. I'm in good profit. Take it. When you notice that you'll constantly take profit and not wait for your not wait for actual targets, and you just take profit, you'll notice the account's going to grow constantly, right? And that's really how you grow an account. You trying to be right, you will never grow an account. I can guarantee it. So anyways, bottom line, another drive. What do we hit? Oh, it's a big surprise, right? So once we hit this gap here, I'm already done for the day. First of all, just so you know, I'm already done. But once this bounces again, what does it do? Shifts up here. First of all, that's suspect. We shouldn't be coming back up here if we're going to really push down. Does that look like a leg running down? No, right? This is a leg running down. See this leg up? That's a leg running up. See this leg up? That's a leg running up. It didn't come up here and then come back down and then come up, and then it didn't do all that. It just runs. I want to be a part of those quick runs. You get what I'm saying? So if I see anything different, I'm not fucking with it. I don't want to fuck with it. And this is going to be super helpful. So you see this shift here. That should be red flag number one right here. Red flag number one. All right. So then we pop up again. Now you can say, oh, this is just a counter trend for it to come down. And I'm with you on that. I'm okay with that too. First of all, I don't want to be involved in this. So I want to be with the runs. But okay, retraces back up. Can this have still sold all the way down here? Yeah. What does it do? Comes down and it wipes out that liquidity right here. This is an internal liquidity. So not only do you have a shift above here, right here, from here, you have a shift above here, and then comes back down and stays above this high, and it just wiped out liquidity. So this is a shakeout day. What does it do? Runs. See this? See this run? So obviously, if you're selling here, and at all fault, if you're a position trader, if you're holding this, right? You have to understand, you got those data highs, you have the imbalances up here that I showed you on the 4 hours, so you still have all that in the cards. But okay, if the price starts coming back up here, above here, you're done. Close that trade, especially after it runs that high. Close it. And guess what? Even if you closed it right here, you still got some profit if you took the trade up here, and you don't have a loss. And having not a loss is a win. So, just you got to flow. Even if I go to the 1 minute, it's amazing how this indicator down here is pretty sick. I love it. I mean, it's really nice if you know how to use it. You can't be married to it, but look at this. When we pop up here with that 930, beautiful high right there. See that? So, I mean, sometimes it'll keep running, right? But did it keep running? No. It didn't go past its wicks. So, then you won't have to be involved in it. Look when it dropped down right here. That's when I took it. Boom. Take the money. 5 racks. Okay. So what does it do? Bounces up. Boom. This is where I sold from again. Beautiful pop. Top. Right there. Look at that. Sold it all the way down into what? Look. That oversold area. Look at that. Beautiful. Boom. Okay. So what does it do? Divergence here. Divergence here. If you bought that, why not? I get it. But, you have a risk of it going against you. But if you took it above here, you're fine. But guess what? Doesn't reach oversold, overbought. So what does it do? Comes back down again. Comes back down another third drive, but a divergence here. All right, this is a good buy. And what other confluence do you have? You have the gap. And the body. You can see bodies respecting the opening of the day, right? And what does it do? Shoots up. Comes up to here. These are all trades. These are all trades. And if I was to do dumb work, you could use plenty of these levels. Plenty of these oversold and overbought areas. You just can't be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta do it. This was a beautiful sell right here. Okay? If you took this sell right here, take the profit. If you're trying to hit home runs with these, then you're fucked, right? So you have to have a narrative. So anyways, I don't want to go over. I keep doing it. So anyways, now we have pretty much same thing for ES and NAS. I'm sorry, not NAS. Dow, all popped back up, right? Pretty nice, getting in that range. So this could take some days. I'll be honest, it might not even happen this week. We might be counter trending the whole time this week, and then next week we might see what we end up doing. So I'll just be nimble. This process can take 3 days alone. So look how we bounced off of that oversold nicely. We're hitting a 50% for Dow. And then as far as ES, nice bounce. They're over 50%. So this is leaning to me more bullish. It's not like we came to the 50% and we bounced down from it and we struggled. And then we want to see like another low come down. This is now tipping me, to me, at the moment, more bullish. But unless Asia, London, we wake up and it's fucking down here. And then it's different, right? So, and then for NAS, similar story here. But I don't know. I like Nas to be more heavier than everyone else for some reason. But yeah, 50-50. You're in the middle. So all right, and then dollar is playing around, I believe. And yeah, dollar fucking around. And we had a little divergence here on Dow for a lower high for that nice sell. As far as the buy goes, they're in harmony here. So lower lows, you know, higher lows, and pushed it up. So I'm not trading past. I don't want to trade past London. So all right, I hope this helps you guys. Take care. God bless.